this is Deirdre Virvo. Welcome to Seniors Let's Talk. Let's Talk Seniors Memory Care Issues, Alzheimer's, Dementia, and Parkinson's. Well, we're so happy to bring you a special show tonight with Elaine Marcucio, who I'll be introducing in a few minutes. Before then, you may know me as the author of the book Home to Home, the step-by-step senior housing guide. Not sure where to look here. If you want to get a book for yourself or a senior in your life, it is a fabulous book that gives you all sorts of information about staying in your home, reverse mortgages, getting help at home if when you're a senior and need some extra help, if you're having assisted living needs or experiencing some memory loss, or where to go to next, how to sell your house, if you should sell with a realtor, sell on your own, or sell for cash, put on the market. Also, where to go. Are you looking for independent living, assisted living, memory care, place, nursing home, like where to go next. So this book is chock full of information. It is $14.99 on Amazon, but yours free. If you reach out to me, I'm happy to send it to all my viewers. So please just reach out to me at Deirdre Virvo or dvirvo@gmail.com, and I'm happy to send you a copy. So seniors during COVID. It is a big issue these days, and I hope everybody is staying safe and washing their hands and wearing masks and social distancing and keeping away from others. We're having a big challenge again with COVID. So stay as COVID-free as possible. We are super happy at Just Like Home's Dogwood Home, the 6-person residential senior home that we own for people with memory issues and assisted living needs, that we have 4 people in there now. And it's a great place, especially for seniors right now that need help outside the home and are worried about COVID. So the great part is that it is COVID-free, and my guest is having a trouble getting on, so let me send her this link again. Sorry about that. I've started to say that our house is great because there's so few people in it that it is very easy to keep contained. Let me just send her a link to get her in here, and there we go. Nope, wrong link. This is the beauty, isn't it, of live streaming shows. Okay. She'll be in here in a minute. Okay. Just sent a new link. Okay, sorry about that, good people. So I started to tell you that because we only have 2 caregivers around the clock and a gardener, and the caregivers are also cleaning and doing all the food preparation, we have so few people that it is so easy to keep everything COVID-free. So that is the beauty of a smaller place. And if you're not familiar with smaller homes, residential senior homes, they are actually not that common here, but we're only the 6th one that opened up in Connecticut. We're proud to say that, looking to open up more because we think it is so needed here in our beautiful state. But there are 47,000 similar homes, very popular in Colorado, Florida, Texas, Arizona. They're beautiful, and they're the preferred place to live when you're a senior in these states. So we're only the 6th one in the state, and we're very happy about that, like looking to open more. So if you want more information on Just Like Home's Dogwood Home, please just give me a call. Okay, now without much further ado, we have Elaine Marcucio joining us. Hi, Elaine. Sorry about that little live, glitch there.
Oh,
so nice
okay.
to meet you with us.
How are you?
I'm great. Elaine is from New England, Young at Heart, and that's her phone number there, 203-887-5047. And Elaine and I met, a few weeks ago, and Elaine is a very person that really inspires you to want to do more for seniors. Elaine, why don't you tell us a little bit about your background and how you just got into your whole love for seniors and grew that into a flourishing business?
So it started a long time ago. Food is actually one of my passions, and I'm a cook and have owned restaurants. And then I started to cook for seniors. My mom cared for my grandparents in our home, so I grew up with, that in our home. And I really saw the struggle of her trying to run a business and take care of, at my two grandmothers, and so I started to cook for them, and then I started to cook, and then I became a provider for the area on aging and started a homemaking business because my son was born with cystic fibrosis. So the catering and the running around, we just weren't sure, how would I juggle that? So, and then just started to do lunch and learn programs. Being a small agency, I didn't know really how to get the word out there about what it is that I do. So I started lunch and learn programs, and that turned into help.
You're going way ahead of me. So let's back up, and why don't we tell them what you actually do, what New England Young at Heart is all about, and why don't you explain what that is all about before you go into all your fabulous programming, because you do so much for seniors. And you do amazing things. So I get that you got your love for seniors by growing up with your own grandparents and your love for just helping because you are just like a little social worker at heart. But so what does New England Young at Heart actually do?
So New England Young at Heart it's a resource, and it's a network of services designed to help caregivers and their families. So we can help find services just like yours, or we actually have our own home meal delivery program now. And that has been just a wonderful, it's helped so many families and caregivers, especially during the times of, with this COVID. So that's one of the services we offer. But again, we help people to stay connected to their communities and utilize the resources that are available to them. So many people really, they're not certain of what services they have in their area, or maybe they think they're not eligible for them. So I help them to, figure that out.
So Elaine, there are so many service agencies like Agency on Aging and Senior Services, the senior centers, but you're a little different, right? You actually kind of service the people that are seniors, but not people that are old, so to speak. Right. Your seniors are very lively and very used to, they're independent, right, and doing things on their own. And seniors is just not like 55 and older anymore. Seniors is like 75, 85 years and older, right? So it's like it's the new senior. So you're servicing people that are very independent, even though they're older.
And that's what's important, Deirdre, is that our network is, we have these providers to help people, but we also go out into the community to give back. And our seniors, our members, they help each other, which is very important because we want to stay young at heart. So before COVID,
we all do.
We have, multi-generational programs and bus trips. It's, right now with COVID, it's a little difficult, but I tell you, we still, we make it work. We had exercise outside up until a month ago. So
how many members? So you're a membership program, and you also do services for even non-members. So your membership program allows people to come in, go on your website and call you. And if they need moving help, if they need help getting a caregiver, if they're trying to figure out like who to mow their lawn or shovel their driveway, or how to get food to them, or get food to a neighbor that might be a shut-in or somebody in need that's not driving. You offer this service, correct?
Yes.
And for such a nominal fee, how much is your service per year?
So the membership is only $8 a month.
That is amazing.
Yes.
That's crazy good. That's crazy good.
It is, and it's in it. It makes a good Christmas gift. But it's just nice to have. And again, like you said, there are so many agencies and wonderful agencies and senior centers. But this is just a little bit different, right? So we're more of that hands-on, close-knit family. Our members ended up helping each other. They help each other. And the one story I love to tell is how the two seniors that had lost their loved ones, and one was he was a volunteer delivering meals for me, and the other lady was getting the meals, and they became friends, and now they're companions.
Oh, I love that. I love
Yeah.
that.
And he started to volunteer and help me, and it's such a great story. And it's just people come to me and say, I want to do something, I lost my loved one, or I want to help out. And then they end up, we actually, we have really good people have made really great friendships, so it's a good thing.
So basically you have like seniors that are young at heart that want to help other seniors.
Yeah.
Who are also young at heart.
Yeah.
Do things or help them with whatever they need. But you also have an actual physical place, right? You have a place.
Yes, we do.
You do bus trips. Well, during non-COVID, you do bus trips and tours,
Right.
Have activities on site, and you have this incredible meal program. Tell us,
Yeah.
you're like your own mini Meals on Wheels. Tell us about your meal program.
The meal program is it's a wonderful program. We work with local senior centers to do these dash and dines. So with COVID, right, the senior centers don't get to see their members a lot, and this gives them an opportunity. The members come and pick their meals up, and we just hand them off safely outside, put them right in their car.
Okay, so for a few specifics for people watching. So you do meals that you freeze, and they can pick at least 3 or 5 a week. How many can they do?
Yes. So we offer 5 meals per week. You can order any combination. There is a minimum of 3 per week. And those meals are made fresh in our kitchen and then frozen. It's just easier for delivery for us. And we deliver them to homes, or like I said, these programs with the senior centers.
Okay, super. So give me an idea of some of the meals you made this past week.
So
What's your favorite sellers?
There's always lasagna is our best seller. And we have we did a roasted pork loin with sweet potatoes.
Wow.
And I'm trying to think. There's so many. And our other bestseller is our meatloaf.
Comfort food.
It is comfort food, because when you live by yourself, I don't care what age you are, it's very difficult to cook for one person and to eat healthy. So all our meals include a starch and a vegetable, and of course a cookie. We have to have the cookie. That's the
must. Sweets are must, especially for seniors who have the sweet tooth. I have such a sweet tooth now. When I become a senior, I think I'll just be like Cookie Monster. Like I'll just be eating cookies all day. I'm actually already a senior. I mean, when I get to be older senior.
Well, that's true. The seniors are. I have 90-year-old seniors that I can't even call them seniors because they could run circles around me.
So, can I just tell you a cute little story? I think I was 50 when I turned 50. My aunt kept telling me, "Look in the mail. I got your gift. Look in the mail. I got." And she kept calling me. I said, "No, I didn't get anything. Didn't get anything. Didn't get anything." She got me a subscription to AARP. I thought she was a joke. I thought it was a joke. I think I threw it out. Like I thought it was a joke, and she paid for it. So then I felt bad.
Oh, no.
Look up like the benefits. Yeah. So I'm like, "Thanks, Mary Ellen." Anyway. So you cook some delicious meals, and they are pretty low, right? $8 a meal.
$8 a meal.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
so it's like $24, and they get 3 beautiful home cooked meals that are just like comfort food, warming your heart and healthy. And they can come to what centers are you delivering them to, where people could pick them up? And what day is that?
We deliver on Thursdays, and they are Oxford Senior Center right now. And my location, the New England Young at Heart location, which is in Oxford as well. It's just more convenient for some people where it's located, the senior center.
And a beautiful thing you told me that some just, people that are non-seniors are ordering for other seniors they know, so they don't have to go out and shop during this time just to give them a hand. And that's
Yes,
such a beautiful gift.
There's so many people really that are saying, just some people will have donated, just, said, give me 2 weeks worth of meals and give them to whoever's in need.
Aww.
And then there have been people in over 55 communities that knew people, their neighbors were caring for, a parent or somebody. So they bought them meals because they said, oh, she gets home so late and she can't cook, and, for herself. So it's really it's really a feel good kind of thing. It really is.
Oh my gosh.
Community.
I wish you did that in some of the areas that I have senior friends. That would be lovely. I would definitely be using your service. I love it. So how can people order?
So people can call me. They can call me or email me at just like mom cooks. It's at gmail.com. Yes. It's I'm just checking because just like mom cooks. Yeah. Just like mom cooks.
Well, that's only if your mom's a good cook.
My mom is a good cook. That's where I learned. And
you don't want to have just like mom cooks if you had a mom that cooked terribly. But yeah, just like mom at Gmail. And tell us about your new show.
Oh, so yes, we have a wonderful cooking show, and the cooking show is Elaine's Kitchen, and it is on Comcast Xfinity Cable 10. I think there's a big long title to that. And the cooking show, it has been really fun. We take seniors' recipes, family recipes, and recreate them. And we did one in your kitchen at your place, and it was really great. And
Hungarian stuffed cabbage dish.
Oh God, they were delicious. So it's just been really fun to do that, and just recreate somebody's recipe and I always ask, for a little backstory, why do you love this meal, or what do your, we have favorites that my mom always makes us still. My brother's going to be, almost 70 years old, I think. And he's like, he needs mom's favorite, mom only makes it. So it's really,
And is your mom still around cooking, Elaine?
She does. My mom is known for her eggplant. Well, and she was a caterer, and she lives with me. She's 88, but she still does love to cook. She cooks a lot of sweets and gets mad because we don't eat them. She'll cook like cakes every day. But it's great because I always say that food just brings people together, right? No matter where you are or how old you are. She does. She loves to do that.
Well, that's nice that she's passed her passion down to you, and that she loves to cook and cater, and you love to cook and cater, and you love to feed people, and she loved to feed people. So that's a beautiful thing. So you have you have your food service. You call that something?
Nope. The food service is just through, so it's actually through New England Young at Heart. Yes.
Okay. So New England Young at Heart's food service. Mm-hmm. So if anybody's interested, you can go on to justlikemomcooks@gmail.com or call Elaine at 203-887-5047. And she's happy to take an order over the phone, give you the menu, or put you on an email list to send you a menu, right? So that you can just every week.
We send out a monthly menu that we have.
Yeah, nice.
And we also, I just remembered, we also, I don't know, I don't think I said that. You do get, we do give a cookie, but we also give a fresh fruit with the meal as well.
Oh, very nice. Great.
So, yeah. So it is. People really enjoy it. And usually it is. I mean, the neighborhoods, they really, one person gets it, and it's fun. It's nice.
Oh, that's a beautiful thing. So you're doing the cooking show, you're cooking for seniors, and you have Young at Heart where you're matching people. What's the most common question that people call you for that they need when they call New England Young at Heart? What are they looking for? Are they looking for movers? Are they looking? What are they?
I think the most common question I have is from people, from children who do not live in Connecticut, and they're worried about their parents. Like, what should we do? How, just to have somebody go in and assess the situation, can they live in their home? What does that look like? And I actually have a social worker that works with us.
Nice.
And she will go into the homes, just to assess that situation, because there's people who say they want to stay home, but maybe it's not the right thing. Maybe the homes could be modified and they can stay there. And that's what I think is really important. Everybody wants to say, oh, I want to stay in my home, but sometimes it's just not going to work. And being social is a huge part of that.
Elaine, just starting this Just Like Home business. I have spoken to so many people over the phone that had no idea that their parents who are living in other states, you could talk to them over the phone and they sound pretty lucid. And then when they see them for a holiday or fly out to see them, they notice they are not bathing because their bathtub is full of stuff, not really cooking, not really doing the things they could do before. But you don't know that just by making a phone call. Somebody really needs to go in and suss out the situation.
Yes. And we've also had people who, just say that they're your mom or dad, they're fine and they're active. I will say this, COVID has really made people more aware of that. I have friends who say, Elaine, I say, oh, your parents should sign up. No way. They don't need it. They travel. And then here comes this COVID and they're petrified. They don't want their parents to go to the grocery store. And then when they do, they're, it's just really hard, So they really are concerned about them, which they should be. Just because somebody's active or sounds okay doesn't mean that they are.
Right. My mom is very independent. She's 83 and she kicks it. She's good. But my brother and I are always on her for going to the grocery store and going places. And today I spoke to her and, Mom, why do you have to pick up your prescriptions? You could have those mailed to you or dropped off. And she's like, taking care of myself for 83 years. I'm fine.
My mom tells me, when you get to be my age, then you can tell me what to do.
Okay. So she'll always be older than you. How's that ever going to work?
It's never going to work. And she knows that. But I know. And it's hard because, and the biggest thing that I tell people, some people, my friends actually say you're Debbie Downer. And I'm not. I just, I don't think that people realize there's there's a process, whether it's getting in home care or, it doesn't happen overnight and everybody just waits. And then you really should have a plan in place. I mean,
it's so true, like to be proactive. And, I think I don't know if I gave you this book when I saw you, Home to Home, but I wrote a workbook to it, and it is the step-by-step senior housing planner. But the workbook, and I'm actually bringing it to my mom tomorrow when I see her, is really cool. I should have given you a copy. I will next time I see you.
I have a copy.
Oh, no, I don't think you have my workbook, though.
Oh, I don't have the workbook. No, I do not have the work. Oh, I would like a workbook.
Yes, and it's great to give to any seniors, and I'm offering this to anybody listening as well. The workbook is amazing. So, when I started out, I wrote a book and a workbook to go to all the senior centers across Connecticut and to educate them. And I went to one in March and then COVID. Yes. So I have a lot of workbooks. I can't wait to take classes, but the workbook is great because it goes over, hey, Mom, like, where's everything?
Yes.
What are the passwords to your bank account? Where and what are your bank accounts? Where is the money? Where are the bills? Do you have a plot plan? Do you have a will? Do you have a healthcare proxy? Do you have not resuscitate? Like, where is everything? So it kind of helps you plan and think through, but it's also, what are your wishes? Do you want to be buried? Do you want to be cremated? Do you want to be like, what are your wishes? if you get sick, do you want to live by, my brother or me? Like, my brother and I are fighting over this right now, actually. I want my mom to come live near me, and he wants her to go live near her. No, we only live 40 minutes apart. We're both in Connecticut.
Yeah. But that's
the
thing, too.
But what are their wishes? Like, what are their wishes?
Yeah.
They want to go to a nursing home. Do they want to stay home and have home care? What are their wishes? Do they want to go somewhere? So it's all in the head, like you say, so that when something happens, and then they break a hip and they're in a 2-story, 3-story house and they can't go up and down the stairs. So now what? And you don't live near them. Now what?
Right. And then if you don't live near them, or they may be placed somewhere else that they, and it's so far away from you. I think you just really need to have that conversation and just have a plan, because even couples, right? So it's husband and wife, and I've asked this question to them, and one woman said to me, "It's okay, my daughter's a nurse." I said, "Well, what happens if something happens to your husband? She doesn't drive." "Oh, it's okay, my daughter's a nurse." And then she said, "Well, we have a will." I said, "Okay." And I was just like, I don't mean to be disrespectful, but it's just hard because that's not a good answer. And my mom is very tough like that. I don't want you to know where anything is. And finally, we've gotten her to the point to, we have it in a book and written down, because they don't, I think they just feel like they're giving up their independence when they're not. We just wanted them to have what they want to have, make it easier on everybody.
It's true. Listen, my favorite aunt, I've already gone through it with her, like what song she wants it to be played at her funeral. And she was living in New Mexico, and she said she wanted to be cremated. And I said, well, I'm just telling you now, nobody's going to New Mexico. Like, they're coming to New York. Like, you're coming to New York. And everybody will be in New York. Nobody's trekking to New Mexico. I'm like, I'm just telling you now. So get your wishes in order, because that's going to have to be on your wish list. Because we're not taking like 70 relatives to New Mexico. You're coming here where all the relatives are. So she was cool. She told me where she wanted her ashes sprinkled. But when it's inevitable, we're all going to die, so you might as well plan out what you want. And
and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I mean, and again, because I feel like you are making it easier on your family as well.
So much so.
I mean, and then then you have the dynamics of the family and the fighting, and she told me this, she told me that, and that's just not it. It's not easy to be a caregiver. So I know my mom says that I don't want to be a burden, but yet she won't give up information. And I'm like, well.
So if you're watching, Elaine's mom, write it down. Okay. So Elaine, I think your service is great, New England Young at Heart. I think you have a great target audience there. You struck the chord when you said children of elderly seniors. Children of elderly seniors could be in their 60s or 70s, right? Because your parents were 80s and 90s. So children of elderly seniors are the people that I imagine are always reaching out to you to help. And they are great people to actually also order the food for their parents who may be reluctant to order for themselves. I find that seniors, no matter how much money they have when they get older, they seem to get a little cheap. So it's nice that other people are frugal. It's nice that other people are looking out for them. I'll never forget my dad, who never went to a McDonald's in his life. Towards the end of his life, he was telling me that coffee there was 60 cents. And I was like, Dad, that's fantastic. But all of a sudden, he didn't know how much it cost me. But now it was great that he's getting a good deal. So,
I mean, listen, they need to be frugal, and that's what I said. The kids, it really is. So many people who would not have ordered from me before, the kids have been sending them meals, and now they get it. They're like, oh, this isn't a Meals on Wheels. We actually like this. We try to source from local farms in the summertime, and it's a really great meal program, and it helps some people because maybe they cook for their mom or dad. They could live close. And they'll say, oh, I package up meals on Sunday and we bring them over. And sometimes they don't have time. And or they're going on vacation. So it's just helpful, just to supplement.
It's also nice. It's like going to a restaurant, like getting all different meals that maybe you wouldn't have cooked for yourself. So
Right.
you might cook the simple things for yourself, but now you're making nice, fancy comfort food for them. So Elaine, it's so nice to have you on. I mean, New England Young at Heart, I love everything you do because you do everything. But you are a great resource for seniors and seniors young at heart and seniors, elderly seniors and the children of them who want information for their parents from what should I do with them? Can somebody go in and look at their house? Can somebody help me with this? Just suss out the situation, to trips and exercise programs and meal programs and just a wealth of information. So I encourage everybody and anybody listening to join to $8 a month. That's a deal, a steal. Give it as a Christmas to one of your neighbors, to a relative, to one of your parents. It's a great deal. And do you have any great last parting words for us, Miss Elaine?
Yes, I actually have a question for you.
Sure.
So, what do you do to stay young at heart?
I dance.
Good.
I really think that being young at heart is an attitude. And, if you think you're old, I met somebody who was my age recently, and she kept saying she was old, she was old, she was old. And when I asked her how old she was my age. I'm like, how are you old when I'm not? You're not old, right? And if you think you're old at this age, you'll never live to 100. So, the middle age is like 50 if you're going to be 100, right? So, believe me, so many people are living so long now. But I think a positive attitude. I love to just fool around and be funny and sing and dance.
That's important. That's very important.
I love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But thank you so much for joining us today. We'll come back on the show. And,
I will. Thank you for having me.
I look forward to seeing your cooking show too.
Yes. Thank you.
I'm excited about that. If anybody wants to be on your cooking show, should they just call you as well?
Yes, they can call me or email me. That would be great, because we're constantly looking for recipes and with a little backstory, and maybe you'll see your recipe on the show.
Let's tell everybody what you're looking for. You're actually looking for recipes that could be like comfort food or backstory or ethnic recipes, right?
Yeah, anything, any family recipe. That even now with the holidays, something you make during the holidays, or just an old family recipe. And I shouldn't say old; it could be new, right? Because I've started new traditions with my children and grandchildren, so why not? Just why they love it, and maybe
And people do have their favorites at the holiday. And I'll just tell you that for this Thanksgiving, my family, each family member is staying in their little bubble. So my partner and I were just having our Thanksgiving ourselves. And I'm like, I did that shrimp. I think that's, tastier than turkey. Then the night before, I was like, I actually got a turkey breast. So I'll just make that. And I have some potatoes, so I'll just make the mashed potatoes. And then he woke up in the morning, he said, we're having turkey and mashed potatoes, and you don't have gravy, and you don't have stuffing, and you don't have cranberry sauce. And I was like, no. So he ran out to the store and bought it. And I like pecan pie. Like, we had a whole feast, the whole thing. Like, it just started out. We were going to eat shrimp and some appetizers. And then not Thanksgiving, because everyone wants their traditional meal no matter what. It was
they do, right? And it brings back really good comfort memories. I mean, we've done that. I know we have to go, but my sister-in-law, one year before my father passed, he said, don't go crazy. And my sister-in-law like, this is too much and blah, blah, blah. So we went and we cooked, and everybody's going, well, you're making those carrots, right? And you're going to make that stuffing. And we ended up with more food than what my mother made. And we're like, we're standing in the, we're just shaking our heads. Like, what is going on? But you know what? It's food, and it brings people together, and it's good times. And so thankful we could just make it, right? And have those recipes and memories.
I love it. And who doesn't love to eat? It's everybody's favorite thing.
Yes.
But thank you so much, Elaine. I appreciate it. I will see you soon.
Okay.
Keep cooking, keep smiling, keep up the great work.
Thank you. Bye.
That was our Elaine Marcucio from New England Young at Heart. Isn't she something? She is all about seniors. If you have any need She is there to fill it. She will personally help you if she can't find another senior to help you fill it. She's amazing that way. She really, really cares about people. So until next time, stay well, stay safe, keep spreading the love.
Hi, Deirdre here again. Thank you for joining me on Let's Talk Seniors Memory Care Issues. Is this an issue hitting home? Do you have a parent or loved one with memory care issues who you feel is not safe at home anymore? Are isolation, falls, and safety issues becoming a big concern? Welcome to Dogwood Senior Home, premier boutique residential senior living specializing in memory care. It's country living at its best in the Huntington section of Shelton, Connecticut. We're truly a home with only 6 senior residents living as one family unit. Senior residential homes are concepts sweeping the nation with 47,000 across the U.S. We're pleased to open Dogwood Senior Home as it will be only number 6 for Connecticut. Brand new, sparkling clean, opening mid-June. And safe, safe, safe. We are COVID-free. Residential care homes boast a very low COVID infection rate across the nation. This is due to the intimacy of size and speed in which the caretakers can shift to accommodate immediate needs. They are much safer than the large homes and facilities, as you can imagine. It has been documented that residents have less falls and a better quality of life in a residential home environment. Our home is more affordable than the big box facility. You pay one all-inclusive price, and that price is guaranteed for the life of the resident. With an incredible 1-to-3 caregiver ratio, which you won't find anywhere else. Our friendly, loving caregivers are dedicated and trained in Alzheimer's, dementia, and Parkinson's issues. We're only taking 6 residents, so the home will fill up fast. Call me at 203-689-7562 for a talk and tour. I would love to meet you and your loved one. See you soon. Bye.